G'day everyone. Well, I'm back. I've got some coffee, so I'm in a good place now. I have to just apologise a little bit for the absence over the last 2 months. There's been a little bit of, illness around the family that we've had to deal with, and you know, that's, everyone has that, and you just have to deal with it. So we think we're on top of things now, and so we'll get back to making some videos. Thanks for sticking with us. Okay, well, this is where we've got to look at today. It's a Stella SW 14,000. No big problems with it, no breakages or anything, just some bearing issues. And the owner is going away on a fishing trip and wants to have it all nice when he goes. So we'll make that happen for him. Going to start with the handle because it seems like a good place to start. No corrosion around the hinge there, which you often get. It has got some spinning issues though, and I don't know whether the camera can pick this up. You can hear some dodgy bearings in there, so that's where we're going to go. Fairly straightforward. If you can get a fingernail under those, it's straightforward. Little screw down in there. You usually take that washer, that spacer there off, and see what it's like when we put the new bearings in as to whether we need to put that one back or none at all, or a different thickness one. So we'll put that to one side for now. Get a bit of the debris off that shaft, which looks pretty good. And we'll wrench these bearings out. Yeah, that's good and solid, that one. That one's spinning, but it's noisy. Here we go. So that can go there. I'll just see what sort of drift we need for popping that other one out. Got a little micro adjuster. Yep, that's in there solid, that one. There we go. Did you notice a couple of misses there? No fingers involved though. Yeah, a little bit of corrosion down in there, we'll clean that out. You can see that one there is pretty solid. Like a little solid lump. no spinning at all. So we'll scare up a couple of new ones of them. I don't know if I've shown this before, but this is one of the bearing collections. This is the box with smaller sizes in it, and there's another one the same with larger size bearings in it. So the first one we need is, hope you can see that, 4 inner, 9 by 4, so 4 by 9 by 4. Into the box. And 4 by 9 by 4 is in there, and that's the last one, the last 4 by 9 by 4. So that's a trip to the bearing shop. The second one is 5, 9, 3. 5 be 9 be 3. So we'll go into our little box of tricks here. And 5 by 9 by 3 is this one. Put that out there, and I'll show you what I do with them before they get installed. With this one, because it's shielded and not rubber sealed, we'll put a drop just like that, and that'll make its way in past the shield, and that'll be good. Because these ones are rubber sealed, I'll pop the little seal off, which exposes the inside of the bearing, because if I just put a drop on that rubber seal, on the outside of that rubber seal, it wouldn't get in there. So just put a drop there, just one drop's enough. Let that find its way back in. And pop that rubber seal back in, and it's just a very simple press fit, and that's done. And those two bearings are, see, some people say, oh, you don't need to lubricate the bearings because they come lubricated from the factory. Well, I call bulltish on that. So they're nice. So I give this a very, very thin smear of grease. It's not really for lubrication, it's more of a barrier. So we'll just pop that bearing back on, that's the bigger one of the two, and that will just sit there like that for now. That one can wait there, and we'll clean up the inside of that knob. There's no rust or corrosion in there, just a bit dirty, so I'll clean that up. Be right back. So I've popped that bearing down inside there with a bit of grease. When I say bit of grease, you know, it's the tiniest amount. I'll fit that on there. Hope you can see down in there we've located that top bearing. No noise, nice spinning. Now we've got to get the screw back in. A little bit of a trick there. I don't know if I've shown this before, but get the smallest amount of grease on the tip of your screwdriver. And that will allow your screwdriver to just grip the head of the screw, just enough. Tiniest, I say that quite a bit, don't I? Tiniest little bit of Loctite. That's way too much. So just take a bit of that off. Hope you can see that there's just enough left on there. Just in down until it seats. And I think that's a good one. And that's it for the handle. You probably noticed that I didn't put the spacing washer back in there, and that's because it doesn't need it. Just with the bearings on their own, it's still nice and firm. It's got no sideways movement, which will probably, as the bearings sort of seat themselves, probably a little bit of that movement will come back, but not enough to put that shim in there. So that's that for the handle. I'll probably post this as a video on its own, because otherwise, if I do the whole reel as one video, it's going to be too long and everyone will fall asleep. So hopefully you got something out of that little re-bearing episode, and we'll get onto the body of the reel in the next one. Thanks for watching, and especially if you've subscribed, thanks for that. And again, thanks for sticking with us, and we'll get on with it. Cheers.